Are you kidding me? So it's 70 degrees today. Well, it's gonna be, and it's gonna snow this coming weekend. But we are almost ready to start the season, so I am getting some stuff together. I have a list of like repairs that I need to do, and then I kind of just have it as a want/need. So some things are absolutely needed and some things are just more of wants. So mainly focused on the needs right now. We'll do the wants more when we get started. The biggest project I probably have to do is my dump truck is getting new wheels and tires. So I'm gonna look at the brakes while I have the wheels off. I don't think I'm gonna get into the rear drums right now, just because I think, you know, the truck stops great. It has, you know, a few leaks here and there in the ups, you know, in the feed system, like in the actual like hydro boost area. But if anything, it has front disc brakes, and I might just replace the front discs. So that I might do. But we'll see. I'm gonna pull the truck apart. I'm gonna actually go to Harbor Freight right now, and I'm gonna get an air jack. All right, here's what I want right here. Lights on. 40,000 pounds. Perfect. And then I need some penetrating for sure. Should be fine right now. And I need a breaker bar. Okay, since it's not raining, I'm gonna take this truck right down the street and get I'm gonna wash it real quick before I work on it. Just gotta put the wedges back in the that I took off the truck. So that's the stud, that's the wedge. I think it was 1.25 inch nut. Yeah. So basically how these work is there's a wedge and there's a nut that goes on the wheel like that. And then this goes on here. And that keeps the wheel on the hub. And then this is what keeps the wheel on the brake. Now these calipers seem pretty damn rusty, so I'm thinking it's gonna need a brake job. At least the front. On the back, I ended up pulling the stud out. So probably not the best thing, but that's the wedge there. You can see it actually on this particular application here. It works as like a ramp. So, I said, this should be fine. I'm literally just going right down the street and gonna wash the truck, that's all. Alright. Let's get this boy cleaned up. Are you kidding me? The thing I like about this truck is that it's all mechanical. I guess we're gonna put the bed down. That's frustrating. Okay, well, that was disappointing. Waste of time. It's always fun. Okay, so I'm gonna hit this with some of this. Okay, so the key with these is to never take these off completely. These can fly. So you want to loosen them. So you want to make sure all the wedges essentially are loose before because what can end up happening is you actually these can actually fly off and they can really hurt you if they do. So you just want to make sure that you get them, leave the lug nuts on the last few threads. These came off, but they can be really dangerous. So that's pretty much it. And then at that point, it's just, you know, beating on the tire to get her off. There we go. And these things are heavy. I mean, freaking heavy. There's nothing enjoyable about these tires. They are heavy.
So that is a Dayton wheel, and this is front rotors, grooved like crazy. Pads are surprisingly not terrible, but not great. So we're gonna hit all this with brake clean, and I'm gonna hit all this with some brake clean and then some PB, and then go do the other side, and then we're gonna take off the rears, and essentially this whole truck will be on blocks. That's the goal. Already loose, so that's a good sign. Now see, that pop was these wedges moving. So if basically it puts it back under pressure, and you don't want that. So you want to leave these on so that this wedge, if it shoots off, the lug nut catches it. And again, I don't know how old, like when the last time this wheel was off. I don't know what the date code is on this tire. But you know, it's all dry rotted, the tread's all garbage, so. And it's already trying to push the wheel out. So you just want to make sure that leave these on, that's all. So, this is how they work. The wedge goes on the outside of the wheel, and it basically, these hubs have a ramp that pushes the wheel up onto the hub. So I'm getting all new wheels and tires. So I'm getting brand new rims and brand new tires all the way around on the truck. Like I said, the number one thing I want to check is the brakes, because I don't really want to tear into the back drums right now because they're not leaking and I don't have a stopping problem. But I know my pedal gets weak, and I think it's because of my front brakes being so bad. So my plan is to replace the front rotors and the front pads. But that's pretty much it. That's all there is to these trucks. The tires are heavy. So got the other side off finally. Used my hammer drill because I don't have an air hammer. And I'm gonna pull out this hub too. That way both sides are out. And then that way I will be able to take off both. Alright, so here's how she sits right now. So I was able to get the front hubs off and the calipers pulled back, so I have a pad that I can match up. And I was able to pull all 6 tires off. I am getting fuel because I'm going to go pick up the tires for the 700. So I got wheels, tires, wedges, nuts, and studs for the rear. Still got to find the brakes for the front. I need the rotors and the pads. And then, like I said, I'm not going to touch the rears right now. I don't have any issues with the rears. Now that the wheels have come off and on, like, not worried about having to do backing plates and stuff later. If I have good brakes after I do the front, I'm not going to worry about it. I am going to probably just clean what's going behind the wheels and spray my hubs, and then take it to my house and power wash it when it's warmer out. But it's supposed to be like 60 tomorrow and rain. I don't even know if I'm going to... I have the kids with me. I loaded them up, so I don't even know if I'll be able to get the tires on for the next couple days, just because it's supposed to rain all night tonight into tomorrow. But I also need to do sway bar end links on my flatbed on the tool truck, so because we're taking it out next week for work. So those are the only real things I got going on. So we're gonna go get these tires. Okay, you ready to go get some tires?
Yeah.
Yeah, tires. What about you? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Can you say cheese?
Cheese.
Cheese. We're ready. All right, so I just came down here. I'm in Erie, Michigan, and I got my new dump truck tires. So got those for the rears, and then some new steers. So these are gonna be fantastic, I think, for in the dump. So all brand new. And then I ended up getting some new wedges too. So I have new wedges, and then I got new studs for the rear. Fronts were still good, so I brought some fronts just in case. But yeah, I got these new to replace these guys here. So, you know, brand new wedge and studs. So, and all new lug nuts. So I'll have all new lug nuts. So I'm gonna clean up the front studs. I'm gonna clean up all these front wedges with a wire brush, and they'll all be good. They'll all be nice and clean. And then we are good to go, man. I'm excited.